Hello and welcome to our first edition of the Cabot Today Show. I'm Peyton Wheeler.
And I'm Joseph Deary. On this episode, we will be looking back at some of the biggest events and moments from this year at Cabot High School.
Let's start our first semester recap in October. That month, there were actually two events in one day. Joe Johnson joins us now with the story.
That's right. October 10th was a very busy day here at CHS. That afternoon, the courtyard was packed for the Medical Academy's second annual Health and Wellness Expo. The goal of the event was to spread healthcare awareness among the student body. The Medical Academy students planned the entire event and hosted booths along with healthcare professionals from the community. Overall, the expo was a win.
So we have about 39 booths set up out here today, and it's allowing our students to display skills to potential employers, skills they've learned in our medical classes, along with members of the community out here, such as Cabot Emergency Hospital, UAMS. We have the OBI Blood Mobile on site, and along with other paramedic services. At the end of the day, I hope that our community sees what we are preparing our kids for inside our medical classes, and I also hope it allows our medical kids to see what they are learning and how important it is that they're learning it at such a young age.
This year's Health and Wellness Expo was such a big hit that the Medical Academy is planning on having the event for years to come. Reporting for the Cabot Today Show, I'm Joe Johnson. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Joe. As we mentioned earlier, there was another event on October 10th here at CHS. The College Tech School and Military Recruitment event happened that morning.
Mason Highfield joins us now with that story.
Many students are thinking about their next step after high school. The College, Tech School, and Military Recruitment event was a great opportunity for them to focus on their future. Our high school cafeteria was packed on October 10th with recruiters from the military as well as in-state and out-of-state colleges and universities. All total 100 entities were on hand. CHS seniors and juniors were able to have conversations that will help shape their future.
For some of our students, this is the first time they're actually going to think about where they might want to go and to look at those and explore those options, looking at the different schools that are available to them, or the military options or technical schools. But for some of our seniors, this is a time where they take this opportunity to solidify their next step. They've already submitted applications and they want to solidify their next step choices.
This year's College, Tech School, and Military Recruitment event was bigger and better than ever. Once again this year, it helped guide students in taking their next step. Reporting for the Cabot Today Show, I'm Mason Highfield. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Mason. Staying on campus, it's been a busy semester for our Cabot Theater Department.
That's right. They produced and performed their one act as well as their big show. Dax and Mateer joins us now with the details.
Cabot Theater's one act was titled To See the Stars and was shown to the public on November 16th and 17th, but the big show this fall was Mary Poppins. October 10th, 12th, and 13th were the dates that Mary Poppins was presented to the public. That week, there were also private performances for students from around the district. As always, the musical was a big hit for Cabot Theater.
Mary Poppins was extra special to us, not just because it was such a large-scale show and we got to bring in flying equipment and stuff that you don't normally get to do at a high school show, but because our seniors really took the reins and directed the show, and I just got to help them produce it, and our stage managers and our head builders took over for Ms. Shepard, and it was just really a student-led show, from music to acting direction and building. That was extra special.
Mary Poppins was exceptional and certainly left the audience wanting more. I can't wait to see what Cabot Theater comes up with in the spring. Reporting for the Cabot Today Show, I'm Dax and Mateer. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Dax. Sticking with the fine arts, the Cabot Marching Band wrapped up its season back in November.
Addison Walters joins us now with a recap of their fall semester.
That's right. It was another great season for the Cabot Marching Band, and they brought home a lot of hardware. Their show titled This Land was the first place finisher in multiple competitions during the season, and even won second place back in November at the state marching competition at War Memorial Stadium in Little Rock. Mr. Hart says that this year's group was very special.
The hours and hours of hard work that it takes, I mean, there's no substitute for repetition. It just takes an incredible amount of practice and commitment to the craft. Planning the show starts in December, and then to see it culminate 10 months later with a runner-up state championship finish in Class 7A was really special.
The Cabot Marching Band was also a top 5 finalist at this year's Bands of America Regional Championship in Memphis. Reporting for the Cabot Today Show, I'm Addison Walters. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Addison. Did you know that we have a online school newspaper here at CHS?
That's right, we do. It's called PantherTale.com. Brianna Wolf joins us now with more.
Hey guys, recently the two co-editors of the website stopped by the studio and gave us the scoop. Students can access the site at panthertail.com using their Chromebook or even their cell phone. The goal is to provide unbiased information about CHS and events inside the community. Students usually rely on social media for news, which sometimes might not be correct, but with panthertail.com, accuracy is the goal.
The focus is to give out as much information as we possibly can in as little time. So our goal is to put out at least one story a week from each person in the class.
So newspaper class is basically student-led. We have two co-editors this year, myself and Xander McCormick. The students who write the stories will give their stories to us, and we will student edit those, and then we send them off to our teacher, who will then edit them one last time, and if they're ready to go, then we publish everything and just make the website what it is.
Again, you can find our school newspaper online at panthertail.com. Reporting for the Cabot Today show, I'm Brianna Wolf. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Brianna. Moving on to esports. The fall season just finished up. Our team here at CHS is having another great year.
Abby Looney joins us now with an update on our CHS esports team.
Just like in years past, Cabot High School has fielded esports teams in Rocket League, League of Legends, Madden, and NBA 2K. But starting this year, teams for Fortnite and Valorant have been added to our roster. Our esports program has been very successful the last few years, winning multiple state championships. Despite losing some key seniors from last year, this year's squad is loaded with talented gamers who expect to keep the winning tradition alive.
Fortunately, not everyone graduated. There was a few students left over, and so that winning tradition and expectation, I've been absolutely thrilled seeing their leadership with this new batch of kids that we've recruited this year, and they've been able to impart some of those winning ways and expectations and kind of help instill and hopefully keep the success sustained at a high level.
The esports team will begin its spring season after Christmas break. We wish them good luck. Reporting for the Cabot Today show, I'm Abby Looney. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Abby. Everywhere you look around campus, it's easy to find our Air Force Junior ROTC cadets.
Recently, we caught up with a few officers that keep the cadets looking sharp. Nathan Armstrong joins us now with the story.
That's right. The cadets are always at parades, football games, and events in the community. The cadets are outfitted in uniform, but who makes that happen? The JROTC Logistics Squadron is an integral part of keeping the Corps functioning. These officers spend many hours making sure the uniforms are stored and issued correctly. From dress blues to PT uniforms to flight suits, the Logistics Squadron takes great pride in making certain all are fitted properly.
The fact that I love organization and I loved helping people. So that made me choose the path towards logistics, which helps everyone in the Corps get what they need, no matter who you are, if you're honor guard, force support, logistics. It doesn't matter who you are, logistics is always there supporting from the behind and making sure everyone looks good.
So, next time you see a cadet, remember the Logistics Squadrons are responsible for their top-notch detail. Reporting for the Cabot Today show, I'm Nathan Armstrong. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Nathan. Junior ROTC is one of the many career tech programs here at CHS. A lot of students are also very active in Agri and the FFA.
Victor Darius Caballero joins us now with more on one specific Agri class that focuses on animals.
Animal science is a specialized course that cultivates interest in the study of pets and livestock. It's a weighted class that can count as a science credit for students, and it is also very hands-on. Mr. Ragland introduces his classes to different animals and how to properly maintain and care for those species. It's also a great opportunity to inspire future vets and show them what it's like to work in the field.
If you get into vet school and then realize that you can't handle a lot of the stuff as far as blood or the kind of the grosser side of this industry, it makes it hard on them. So it's kind of bad to switch your major mid, vet school kind of. So this kind of allows them to see that and may strike a passion in some students to want to work with animals where they may not have before. And also it kind of lets you know more about your animal. Maybe you like breeding dogs or cats or whatever. It allows you to have a better understanding of them, more so than just, reading something online.
Case Animal Science is open to all sophomores, juniors, and seniors with no prerequisite. Reporting for the Cabot Today show, I'm Victor Darius Caballero. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Victor. And finally, Miss Lee's junior English classes have been busy this semester. They created the American Author Curation Project.
The project is on full display in the Media Center and outside of Mrs. Lee's classroom. Kenan Highfield joins us now with the story.
Hey guys, curation is the process of selecting and organizing the best items to share with others. In this case, this project showcases some of the most important American authors. Mrs. Lee's students picked an author and completed research. Then they curated a compelling museum exhibit that highlights what inspired the author and also the impact the author's writing had on the world. Now, any student at CHS can learn more about these authors by simply scanning the QR code shown on each online curation.
The idea behind the American Author Curation Project was to take an assignment and allow students to pick an American author to tell a story. Our idea was to make this more than just an assignment, but an experience, blending art and literature together to tell a story. The great part about the American Author Curation is it allows students through the whole school to be able to access these American authors, and not just one author, but several great American authors. And these students have created a museum, a digital museum, that students can see the story of these American authors.
Again, the American Author Curation Project is on display in both the Media Center and outside of Mrs. Lee's classroom in the English wing. Reporting for the Cabot Today Show, I'm Kenan Highfield. Back to you guys. Thank you, Cannon, and thank you for watching this edition of the Cabot Today Show. I'm Joseph Deary.
And I'm Peyton Wheeler. See you next time.